Navio Chigozi, how are you doing, my brother? Lubwama, Navio. Oliocha Lubwama. Nebulunji. Akawuliriro. Where have you been?
Bali, Indonesia.
Okay.
Nairobi, New York. Ruaga Diocese.
Okomyewo onikiza abantu kubatwala bekoze n'akayimba. Abantu abasinga bagamba nti olabika toli wa Uganda. Togize market ya Uganda. Why?
I don't know why. In terms of endorsements, the billboards, the TV, online, bloggers. So I'm very much still part of Ugandan music. And yeah, you know, I guess when you get to my stage after 25 years, you know, Okola deals that make sense for both you and the people. It's not just being in people for no reason. So, you know, the industry, definitely.
Of recently, twalabyeko nga abayimbi bakoze federation naye towalabiseeko wagitegeddeko?
Yeah, man. Federations. I'm part of many federations.
Okay.
It's good that music people are coming together, you know, in order to organize ourselves. To list problems and issues. You know, I think when we handle them together, you know, we're going to see ourselves get further. Yeah.
Olowooza okusinziira ku federations, association n'ebibiina ebyenjawulo abayimbi bazze bakolanga nga tebiwangaala olw'okuba nti they've been getting money from the government and they start fighting each other. Olowooza enaasigalawo enaabeerawo enaawangaala?
I feel like proper organization. What are we receiving money for? What is the actual task that we're supposed to accomplish with that money? If we're just being given money to be given money, we let people eat. But if there is a task in mind, you're going to build what? You're going to empower who? You're going to create studios for who? You're going to uplift us. You're going to send people on tour. You're going to do an African tour. You're starting a festival to support who? These are the questions we need to answer with before we start handing out money. And so if they have a list of things they're going to do for the industry, we will be there to appreciate. We'll be there to also mediate and lend our voice, you know, as when we're needed. But we need a task list that things we're going to accomplish. So yeah, I'm yet to see one, but like I just came back in the country, so let me call my friends and see.
Okay, did Kenzo call you at any point because you're president of Chibinachi?
It's a federation.
No.
So you know nothing about the federation?
I know I've seen online that there's a federation, but I haven't been called as of yet. I can't speak for, but now that you've told me, let me investigate. My person will investigate further, and we'll see what's happening and give our support where we're needed.
Mwagala nnyo creatinga, is it ekyo creatinga ebibiina ebingi kyekibagatta oba okubeera n'ekibiina ekimu mugenda mu maaso? I mean, kyekiyamba, is it all about you coming up with different associations and organizations, or it's just having one organization and you streamline that?
Those one organization should be enough. In my thinking, one organization should be enough. There are sections to the industry. Some organization, you need to have sections in the one organization. If a federation has been set up and it looks organized, you cannot blame people for wanting to support it, whether it's government, whether it's other artists. So we just need to go with whoever has the best answers and whoever has the most knowledge, and to fulfill whatever task list we've made. I don't think it's about ego. I don't think it's about who has which federation. I think all of them should come into one federation. We should obviously be one federation. But that's just, maybe it's me being idealist.
Navio,
Yeah.
you've traveled on meetings abayimbi abenjawulo mu different countries. Let's say Americans, Nigeria, and so on. Olowooza ki ekiremesezza Uganda music industry okuba nti etuuka ku that point kwabo abasajja?
Tulina talent, tulina supporters, we have shows, tulina heart, great producers, writers. There's nothing that we're lacking. Shows, there's nothing that we're lacking apart from consistent support. The artist will be big for 5 years and disappear. 1, 2, my corporate, they want to keep people on prices that they were on 20 years ago.
Oh.
The same price we used to perform for is what people want to pay us today. It can't happen. As the dollar changes, our price should also change. You cannot tell me that the Ugandan shilling is getting weaker, but our price is staying the same. It can't happen. So we need to move with the times. And corporate Uganda are making a lot of money on artists. You put us on your shows, you put us on your billboards, you put us where. We need to get back what we're worth from that. We know we can pull crowds.
Ngaba event organizers bo babateekako price tags zaabwe ze baagala. Navio toleeta abantu ne bakuwa emitwalo 2.
I think event organizers are part of the problem, though at least they're doing something. They're organizing events. The issue is they feel like they cannot demand from the corporate who's behind. 1, 2, twina bagita slave mentality. We all want to show the boss that we are. That we are the ones who can get the best deal. Yeah, now I can get him for. You know, oh, you paid him 5, I can get him for 2. Oh, what? Hey, baby, oh, you got him. That's my friend, man. We all have that mentality, we want to please. I don't know who we're pleasing. Whereas the corporates are just eating every year. Corporates are eating, they're selling their beers, they're selling their airtime, they're selling their credit, their data. What we have is an issue where as much as they earn, the artist should earn. And it's now time for the event organizer to now be on our side. It should be us and the event organizers discussing with the corporate, not the corporate and the event organizer discussing with the artist. Corporate is different from an event organizer. Event organizer is a creative, they're artists also. So it needs to be a block between us and the event organizer talking to the corporate. That is when we'll get paid what we're worth.
Talking about that, do you think abayimbi Chemutani Sokola joining bannabyabufuzi, is it taking you anywhere? Because okusinziira federation yakoleddwa, it said the muyimbi yabadde yafunye 5 million from Honorable Branch.
Explain all of that. So hold on. Do you think it's getting anywhere?
Yes.
Because
musicians joining politics say.
Hey. I'd say that people are free to do what they want with their following. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the actor who became the governor of California. There have been many instances where artists, actors switch to politics in other places of the world. You have your supporters. Naye, like they say, you can pay for class. Yeah? You can pay for school, but you cannot buy class. In the same way, you cannot just inherit intelligence. People are going to follow who they believe can lead them intelligently into the future. But at the end of the day, we're all free. I studied politics myself. If I want to change, maybe I might get into politics. There's no one who can tell me yes, no, artist should or should not. You know, you cannot tell a doctor not to go into investments. You cannot tell a businessman not to become a hospital owner. There are many benefits to switching your career. And at the end of the day, there's something called free will. Like I say, we keep tying ourselves. There's free will. people will do what they do. Let them try. Hopefully they succeed and make a better Uganda. That's all I'm interested in.
Labika, you're not happy with our Ugandan industry. Tulabika kubane brand new song. You tulabika is mad, right?
Yeah.
Katulachi wakatumia mad. Oli munyivu n'abantu.
Mad. When you have a feeling for a woman, and I guess sometimes it happens with women, with men. Sometimes you feel like you wake up, you're thinking about them. You go to sleep, you're thinking about them. You're eating dinner, eating lunch, you go to work, you're thinking about them. And you sit back and you ask yourself, I'm almost going mad. I'm thinking about a person so much. I'm almost feel like I'm going mad, you know. And that's what love does to people. It makes you act irrationally, you know. And love of all types. You know, if you're there on the road and your wife is about to get hit by a car, you'll go and save them. But if a dog runs in front of that car, you're not going to dive to save that dog. You understand? The difference is love. You know, and even with other human beings, sometimes you won't go out of your way to save a person unless you feel that for them. You know, the people who drive right now, they drive to Kenya to go and have lunch with someone they love. But even going here to someone you don't know and you don't care about. So that's the kind of thing we're trying to capture on the song, you know, just the feeling of how they make you feel, you know. I mean, they light that fire in you, you know. And yeah, basically came up with the song at Icon Studios alongside Flex the Paper, yes, Oman, Rafiki was in the studio at the same time, and produced by Mio Made. He was the producer on the song. Yeah, and we came up with a killer song that's on the Vibes Out the East album.
We were told nti wafunye ne endorsement y'amaanyi. Kiri kitya?
Yes. You know, for the next year, I'm going to be the brand ambassador for Hennessy Cognac. They're part of the LVMH group, which is Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. It's one of the premier brands, one of the top most brands. And it's coming as an international deal, so it's not just at the national level. This is an international deal, so we're looking forward to doing a lot of things. We're going on tour in the States in June, and so yeah, man, you know, very, very proud to be associated with Henny and Hennessy, and it's going to be an interesting year for sure.
But ensi ogibanja aki naye Navio, to be honest, ogibanja aki ensi? You're a married man, you have nice kids, ofunye endorsements ez'amaanyi. And so ogibanja aki?
You mean what's missing, eh? For my life right now, I think just a need for passing on the knowledge that we have to other artists who are coming up. We've tried to do it a few times, but now we're going to be setting up a proper label, Icon Studios, Navcorp. We're going to be setting up a proper label, a proper setup where we can really bring artists up and not only bring them through and be like, hey, it's a nice studio, you have nice music, but teach them the basics of how to survive as an artist here, what you need, actual knowledge, know-how, and how to protect yourselves, you know, when it comes to the type of lawyer you go for, you know, how to write contracts. All of that type of information is what we want to impart on the next generation. So I think once I have that, I'll be complete.
But the people you're talking about, they have no respect for the elders. Yes, those upcoming artists. Yes.
I believe I'm yet to see an artist disrespect me to my face. People do a lot of things for showbiz, but I think at the end of the day, respect is earned, and I'm not trying to help disrespectful artists, because you're representing Uganda at the end of the day. If you're a disrespectful artist, you're only going to get so far. There's a certain ceiling for you. You might think you've made it, but if you're a disrespectful artist who doesn't understand or care about artists who come before you, you're always going to hit a certain ceiling. It doesn't matter how great you're going to be. You've just chopped yourself. So those are not the artists we're going to be associating with. We're going to associate with positive artists, artists who are bringing a good message, artists who are themselves unique, ready to push Ugandan music forward. That's all we're associating with at Nav Corp and Icon.
In a project?
Yeah, I mean, just like this new Mad video that we're doing, the last project called Hamadi, they're from the same album, Vibes Out the East. And they're the two songs that people, I think, have talked about the most. I think the videos as well, we wanted to stand out this year, you know. So with Hamadi, we gave the people something nice and rustic. Also with this, you know, we flew all the way to Indonesia, to the islands out there. And at Soulshine Bali, we were able to shoot a video that just captures our culture. Then we flew back here with Sasha Vibes, you know, to shoot in Ginger, you know, alongside the Nile. So there are a lot of elements that we're trying to show. And, you know, Hamadi definitely did its rounds. A big shout out to Eddy Wamala and the family. See, you gotta respect the elders, man. They dictate what's gonna happen in the future. You cannot know your future without understanding your past. So, yeah, big shout out.
What about the...
A few days back, lawyers and the family of the late Eddy Wamala came out. Yes, Philip Bongole retire. Yes, came out ne bagamba nti tebagenda kuddamu kukkiriza bantu kuddamu nnyimba z'abagenzi ng'ate tebajogeddeko nabo. Did you talk to one of the families ne bakuwa go ahead okuba nti oddamu oluyimba lwa Eddy Wamala?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like someone touching my music. Like someone touching my music when I'm not here. It's really disrespectful. It's like someone, when you made a piece of music, it's like one of your children, you know. So for someone to go tampering around with what you've created, something from your mind, it's like someone has insulted you. That's how I feel. So every piece of music I've always attempted to contact the family. Always. With this one, it was even easy. The daughter is a lawyer. You know, they're well known, as all of the families are. They're well known. But you know, she's a lawyer. We could sign documents and get everything typed up. We understood what the mission was, and I think the most important thing is the advice. They were like, "You be your own authentic Navio. Be the authentic Navio, the rapper, because you're not going to sing better than Eddy." Sorry, they were like, "Sorry, but you're not going to sing better than our father." So we want you to be that unique self, because Eddy Wamala himself would tell you, "Navio, don't stop struggling. You rap. I'm going to, you rap." So I think I wanted to make it like he was here. And the only way you get that is by talking to the family. The best way someone's going to understand me in the future when they sample me is by talking to my family. You're going to talk to my son, my brother, my auntie. Understand the man. That is why Hamadi feels so authentic, so real. You're watching it, you feel like you're inside the picture. That's what we wanted to get across, me and Sasha Vibes, Ethan Music. And we succeeded because we understood where he's coming from, what he's saying with the song. And yeah.
Omanyi oluyimba lwe bayita Born in Africa? Eddy Kenzo yaluddamu people ne batandika criticizing. Don't laugh, my brother. They were criticizing. On your side, kyali kitya? Yaluddamu bulungi oba?
I think all of the renditions of Born in Africa were very good. I like them for different reasons.
Really? Are you sure? How about Fresh Daddy?
All of them. All of them were from that is what the artist wanted to show us. Me, I'm in the industry. So it's up to Kampala, it's up to Uganda to tell us what they think. Me, I'm an artist, so I cannot judge what someone's level. I know what I would have done, and I know it would have been totally different from what everyone else did.
But Fresh Daddy abantu bagamba oluyimba lwali lwa ddakiika 6 nalukola eddakiika 2.
You know what? All the different versions have something that I like. Some are funny. Some, you know, have good singing. Some have good beats. Some have good. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone has their own target.
You know, because you've done everything. And should we expect a concert from Navio?
Definitely. Nina album, Nina hits. We are going on tour in America, June, July. Twina new deals, brand ambassadorships. I owe the people a show. So Twina concert, September 2nd, it's going to be going down. There's a new grounds that we're looking at opposite arena in Zambia. So we want to give the people something new. New grounds, new sets, new music from Navio, new artists. We want to bring up the artists who are also up and coming to show Uganda the new vibe that urban music is doing. So yeah, the concert is coming out. Navio, 20 years of Navio. So get ready for that. September 2nd, 20 years of Navio. Let's go.